What's something people don't know about podcast disclaimers? They're the ultimate cover our butts move. All right, folks, let's get real. You know those disclaimers at the start of podcasts? The ones that say these opinions are our own and not our employers, friends, or anyone who might sue us. Yeah, those. Why do we need them? Because Stacey and Casey here, well, we might say something bonkers. And we don't want you blaming our bosses, our moms, or that guy who bagged our groceries last week. Nope, it's all on us, people. Think of it like this. We're just two dudes with microphones and way too much free time. And while we're at it, let's be clear. Our jokes, rants, and random thoughts, purely our own genius or nonsense. Depends on the day, so sit back, relax, and remember, if you're offended, it's definitely not because of our employers. It's all Stacey and Casey, baby. Covering our butts, one disclaimer at a time.
What's going on, everybody?
What it is, Jive Turkeys, I am Casey.
I am Stacey,
And we are.
the Stacey and Casey Show.
Amen, brother.
Welcome to This We Preach, and we bring you live to the Holy Spirit. No, yeah, we will be bringing them, I think, to come to Jesus. I mean, about America, wouldn't you say?
I would say so, but before we get started, your first-time listener, don't forget to like and subscribe because we got some fun topics coming at you.
Share and follow as well.
And hello to all of our fabulous fans, my lovely mother. Hello, Mom.
Longtime listeners, we will thank you. We appreciate you.
Yeah, and the rest of you. My wife.
Like, share, follow.
My wife's probably taking a nice hot bath right about now.
And hit those 3 dots and invite your friends, too. It's a fun thing.
Yeah, hit them 3 dots.
But, again, I'm Stacey.
Like we hit them 3 thoughts. 'Cause
Game.
okay, joke 1. It's a fail.
Paula's here, so
Yes, she
don't
is.
you dare
What's up,
call
baby?
her out. Say she's soaking in the tub. She
Oh,
is here.
Not yet.
Hey, Kitty Kates, coming from Nona, shouting out. Please like us, give us a heart, you guys. Please make sure. But as far as me and Casey been doing some talking this week,
Mm-hmm.
and we concluded on one of our mini breaks at work that America became soft. Wouldn't you say?
Oh my God, we are the softest, friggin' most sensitive country. Yeah,
Punks.
punks,
Just a bunch of punks.
bunch of
But-
hippies.
What got us here? That's kind of what me and him were thinking about, and this is what we started talking about, and it's crazy because go ahead.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, usually we start by talking about a conspiracy theory, which conspiracy theory today, it's more like talking facts. We're just
Facts.
talking facts.
Facts.
To us, we believe them so hard, they may as well be facts.
Print them in the textbook, let them read it, tell our kids, teach them.
Mm-hmm.
It's real.
And a lot of these CIA stories, they end up in Hollywood. Where's Hollywood? In California. But everything entertainment-wise, everything influential is here in the United States. So we're going to have the most conspiracies, the most behind hidden secret doors and hidden agendas because other countries look onto us on our entertainment for entertainment, right?
We are the entertainment.
Exactly.
So I think, and what we were talking about is something that me and him were kind of going over. And I was brainstorming, what are we, right? Like when you think about China and tech and production, right? When you think of China, when you think of Brazil right now, they're a booming meat market. Think soccer, right? But when you really think about America, you think actors, actresses, sports.
A lot of sports.
You don't think education, right? You don't think the smart guys are in America. Like you don't hear
Fashion is
anybody.
Paris. Yeah.
If me and you right now were lined up for a Jeopardy show, and we had to pick between a group of people, and it just so happened an Asian or Asian descent, Indian, Chinese, Indian, whatever it may be, was up there in line, the likelihood of them being picked first is probably going to be kind of high.
Very high. I would definitely pick them first, and I'd fight you over the first pick.
And then I'm probably going to go with like the African and the Russian, But I'm not going with the American first. Unless one of the categories is, shoot me a category that you think Americans would be great in.
Pop culture.
Pop culture, movie facts,
Yep. Movie facts, anything that
entertainment,
won't land you a job in a smart field.
anything that's entertainment. And
Entertainment.
I think about this
Yeah.
because when I'm at work sometimes, and we're all guilty of it, right? We'll say a movie quote, we're American, right? We're predisposed to it.
hmm
But when you really look around, more people know more things about movies than they know about politics or what's going on in the political atmosphere. And I had a conversation with a customer on the phone about the census. She works for the Census Bureau. And she was like, "Do you even know what the census does?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, of course. That's what allocates the tax dollars, and that's what gets us new hospitals or whatever." And she goes, "You'd be surprised how many people don't know that and how many people are scared to provide their information to the census." And I was like, "Well, I get the government counting and the toll and maybe wanting to know where people are and locate them. I get the fear there. But I also hear these people that complain about not having things in their area and they don't fill out the census. So this is me doing my political service announcement or my public service announcement.
Public service announcement.
Fill out your census paperwork. This lady was having a fucking heart attack because I don't know what that was, but as far as
he's
fill it out
kissing some
because
facts.
no, this is real shit. And I think people would have more if you actually allocated it. You go to the poor areas, they're afraid of giving their information because conspiracy theories provide it. But when we started talking about the entertainment, getting back to reality, we started talking about, well, what's the difference in kids, right?
hmm
And I said, well, I think in China, anywhere in Asia, they make life harder before they make it easier, right?
There's more is expected out of the children.
Well, when I say that, I'm going to play a video for you because I actually want you to look at this. This is a Chinese kindergarten.
Check it out.
So,
É assim que são os jardins de infância na China. E você ficará surpreso com tudo o que os alunos conseguem fazer. Com apenas 4 anos de idade, as crianças na China aprendem muitas habilidades que visam desenvolver suas capacidades mentais e físicas. Elas aprendem de tudo, desde basquete, cerâmica, tricô até culinária. E durante o almoço, espera-se que os alunos arrumem suas salas de aula, lavem pratos e limpem as mesas antes de terminar o dia com um merecido cochilo. Você acha que todas as escolas deveriam...
I want you to think about as a parent right now, if you walked into a school and you seen your kids cleaning up the lunch trays and making their own food, how many suburban moms would flip the fuck out?
Oh my God.
I went to a Montessori school as a kid. We learned how to prep our food, clean the skills like vacuum, sweep, do the dishes. That was part of our programming as a kid, right? As a Montessori school. So when I found out at public school they weren't doing this, that kids didn't know how to sweep and shit, and we're talking about how people can't take care of cleanliness. It starts at the ground roots. If you're teaching 5-year-olds how to do shit, they're going to grow up being clean. And I was actually watching a video of a video about studies from Harvard and as far as kids and what is the number one thing that makes a productive adult, right? And the number one thing that makes a productive adult in your kids is giving them chores.
Responsibility.
And it's again, so when you do this,
that they're graded on.
But I want you to think about this in the schools. We don't want our teachers to make the kids be responsible. The parents are jumping on kids. So how can we get our kids to be more structured to get us away from being the entertainment for the world, but actually being productive again? Not just a warehouse society like America wants to bring all the factories back to America because we make the best workers with our prison to school, our school to prison system. Not going to talk about that. But what happened to scientists? What happened to mathematicians? What happened to engineers and architecture? Why are we trying to make all these factory workers? What happened to skill sets? We talked about trades, and you don't see people getting pushed to be barbers or plumbers.
Nah, we all work on a line. We don't have like a specific skill or art. And without that, where's the passion? And if you don't have passion, where are things getting better? It's like we're just kind of like plateauing.
When do you think you should make your kid focus on a skill or art?
And well, I think to make a kid focus on anything is impossible. To get them interested in it is something that they learn by their peers. So as a father, and man, I wish I was a better father back in the day because, well, luckily my kids are awesome, but you have to lead by example, and that's by taking a skill, taking pride in your craft and earning a living from it. And even if you're not earning a living from it, have a pride in what job you do. Because you're doing it just for money to support, but also have that something that you take pride in.
Shouldn't you take pride in everything you do?
You should, but you should also have something that you try to. Everybody should have a hobby or that one thing, and you can't make a kid have a thing, but kids typically follow their parents. So myself, if my kids were living with me, they would spend a lot of time in the garage seeing how knives are made or working with chickens, and that would be a skill that they would take with them. And
I mean, you look at
Yeah.
farmers.
Farmers-
I mean, they raise farmers.
and who doesn't have a lot of respect for farmers, just knowing that the hard work they do and what it takes and what you get out of it. It's like,
I feel like America killed that because that used to be the thing. You had the doctors, the kids were going to be doctors.
Mhm.
You know, like you knew that. You had the people at the coal mine, their kids were probably going to work at the coal mine. Like that was a normal thing back in the day. And I feel like once we got transportation and the ability to move around, that kind of phased out with what we talked about last week with the college pushing to get people to go into different things rather than kill the family art. You got to think there were jewelers, right? There were family jewelers for years, for centuries, right?
Mhm.
You had the masons that were doing the brickwork, that were teaching, you know,
that's
that
an
to
art.
their
That's a
kids. That's what
skill.
I'm saying.
something
These are
that's generations past.
generational skills that were
That's
passed down
important.
that have been killed.
Mhm.
What happened? In China, they're handing these down. You know, like they test you at young ages to figure out what you're good at. But let's see, Nona said, we aren't trying to make factory workers. We are going back to making our own stuff. So we are self-sufficient and not depending on China for everything. Where do they make this stuff? In a
Yeah.
factory.
Oh.
And who's going to work at the factory?
Well, we're gonna have factories
Well,
here.
I'm just
hopefully.
saying to say that what you're saying
I-
is an agreement because, again, the Toyota factory in Perryville, everybody in Perryville wants to get a job there. That's one of the best jobs in Perryville, right? I know that because my family's from Perryville, right? So you get on a Toyota, that's your lifetime's work. That's a factory job. We're raising people now. If we bring all these factories back, granted, you'll have one CEO, one CFO, which the entitled will give to their kids. Then you'll have the people that branch under, but you're going to have a majority of warehouse workers, which nothing's wrong with warehouse work because that's what built America, right? World War I, World War II factory workers is what kept America going, like real shit. But where is the skill in that?
Mhm.
We're making brain dead. We're going back to pretty soon we'll have, like, I have a cookie cutter neighborhood. There'll be no creativeness. You don't see bright color cars anymore. You talked about this before. Like all the creativity's gone.
Mhm.
And I feel like America's doing it. That's how they're killing us. Where you got China making everything efficient. We were talking about this on lunch.
Man, and just when we start going down that route, and we start talking about like kids and values and chores and pride. It's like you look around and like the people that aren't kids anymore, that were just kids during COVID and everything, now they have real jobs.
Dumb as a box of rocks.
I hate to
That
say it.
showed that homeschooling is not
Y'all
the way
know
to
who
go.
I'm talking about. Y'all know that person that picks his nose in public. Y'all, you know, y'all know that person that does it. Just you can
Just a
tell
little bit
You can
special.
tell they're wearing what they wore to bed to work. It's like this minimal of minimal. Get dressed, brush your hair, put a little water in it, brush your teeth, brush your tongue.
A little effort.
It's a brush everything. And if you
it'll
have
make
too
your
much
day
to
better.
brush, shave. You probably have too much hair. Clip your
Well,
toenails.
It's funny, as we were getting ready to come on, we had seen that one of the ancient Chinese proverbs, and I think about this because Americans, the things we teach our kids versus what the Chinese teach theirs.
Mhm.
One of theirs is it must be hard before it can be easy. And I think that's real. When you think about it, you got to know the skill to make it easier. To make it more efficient, you have to be a pro at it. You have to be a master of that skill to say, hey, don't bounce that hammer like that. Swing it like this so you don't use so much effort. That's a skill set you acquire, right? That's how you teach the next generations. And why is it America's finding every way to dumb down our kids with iPads, make it easier? Now,
Make it easier.
I appreciate one of the laws that was just passed, no cell phones in classrooms. I'm so excited about this
Oh my god!
because
that's
now
so
you
great.
can't use Chat GPT and all that extra shit to cheat on tests. You got to be smart again. And I'm happy about that.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of school But the learning process being more vocal
There it is.
and hands-on, 100%.
No, lazy and entitled. Yes, is what we create. But
Yeah, lazy and entitled.
But it's not lazy if everybody does it, right? Like if that is the new norm, what we a little bit older generation feel like is lazy is their norm. So we're the crazy ones when we're at work and we're doing our job and we're not moving and we're like, why are you doing that? Well, like I'm doing my job when I'm paid for. I was raised to come to do my job, do what I'm paid for, right? Not here to make friends. The newer generation you see completely different. And you're just kind of like, where did the lapse in work ethic go?
Mm-hmm.
And we can say it's lazy, but I feel like it was in the classroom when you were given a calculator instead of learning math by hand. When you wanted to know the definition of a word and your mom would say, go look it up in the dictionary. So you knew how to resource and find information, right? Now you go into a lot of houses, you won't even find a dictionary because they have the phone, right? I just fear for a universe where if we were ever to take 2 generations of a step back, wouldn't be able to function because everything's made easy. We're the entertainment. And at a point in time, you got to be concerned as an American is if we are the entertainment, the world has to look at us as a joke.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, when I used to play video games back that day, I jump on some GTA and I talked to some people, France especially, I guess with the French accent. And I'm quirky. I want to make a friend. Oh, cool, you're in France, And it's like, oh, you fat American, huh? You like your fast food. This is shit they say to me. It's like, is that how you think about us? No, man, I'm a little overweight, but you know, but yeah, that's how they see us. And when you brought it my attention the other day that somebody else brought it up to you, or that we're looked at as entertainment.
Literally.
We're not looked at as serious. They don't look at us go, we're gonna learn how to make a katana the old fashioned way from an American. No, they're idiots.
My favorite way to look at it is, you know how we're looked at as a joke right now? When Trump made a comment about, I get off the phone with Russia and everything seems good. And I get home and I'm talking to the first lady and she's telling me they just bombed them. And I think about that because if we were as strong as people think, I don't think that would be a joke, right? Like if we said stop this or we're going to do something. There used to be a point in time America put their foot down, Trump put his foot down, and things changed. Now I feel like everything is a joke. We're on a WWE stage. I feel
after hearing the beginning of the Cold War being all because of some fluke.
Amen, John.
And hearing all like the conspiracies and the fiascos as far as political wars and stuff like that, I now think it's all just a big fucking show for us. It's a big fucking show. The elites ultimately just want to reduce the population. We're casualties. We're meant to stay sick. We're tested upon, and we're taught to fight amongst ourselves. So the elites can just.
I want to comment on what John said because it just really made me think. Agree. Kids play Mortal Kombat instead of riding a bike or shooting hoops. I said yes. Go outside and play. Or fear stopped it all.
Mm-hmm.
Think about fear mongering. When we were kids, we didn't worry about getting kidnapped.
No.
At all. We have cell phones and locators on our kids, and we're more worried about them being kidnapped than ever because of the agenda. What does that do? Keeps your kid from going outside, keeps them on a tablet, keeps them vitamin D deficient so they're not in the sunlight, causes educational deficiencies. And it's all part of the program that you're talking about, keeping us sick. And it's a hidden agenda on such a crazy level. Like when you think about it, people won't even let their kids go out in the backyard and play without being supervised. It's your backyard. If your kid is being taken out of your backyard, you probably live in a bad neighborhood. That should not be happening. That's not the average American day. But that's the fear we're pushed by the John D. Rockefeller ownership.
Exactly. John D. Rockefeller ownership. Let's medicate your kids. If you walk around
on the news.
Okay, first off, I don't care if people judge me. If you walk around and brag your kid has ADD like it's some sort of fucking trophy.
That is not something to be proud of.
It's not something to be proud of.
Put the soda down.
And it's not even a fucking thing. Anyway.
Make that motherfucker focus.
I had ADD, but we didn't call it ADD. We called it having just a lot of energy in your fucking kid. It's pathetic. So what they do is
Say it again.
it's
Energy
pathetic.
in
They
your
pill up
kid.
they pill up your kids. They make them need the pills. So you need to take care of them. They
They
get
get them
everything
on
given
drugs
to them.
early.
So now they're growing ups. Okay, now they all of a sudden have to change a tire. Now they all of a sudden have to do something themselves or build a fort because they got lost in the woods. You fucking name it. You got a bunch of needy little people that are going to be looking to Uncle Sam or looking to the higher ups saying, somebody help me, I need something. Here's my money. That's not a fucking forward thinker, forward mover. That's somebody who's
You're
relying on the
raising
system.
followers.
You're raising followers. My point being, you gotta take shit away from your kids. Pull the phone out of their hand while you're walking through the store. Make conversation.
Accountability starts young.
Starts with the parents.
Keep going.
You know? And
Keep preaching.
yeah, I mean, I'm giving myself chills
I've been
here.
good about not smoking cigarettes on air, but this here gets me hyped, baby.
Man,
I love it.
I wish I can go back in time when I was one of the parents that was just looking for, you know, a babysitter for your kid when you don't feel like watching them, so you can
Man.
have a couple drinks and relax.
I'm not your friend. I'm not your homie. I'm not one of your little partners. I'm not one of your little friends. I am your father. I will guide you. I will give you structure. I will teach you focus, and I will hold you accountable. You will be a positive, productive human, and I refuse to have otherwise. And if that means I got to take that iPad, I got to tell you to sit your ass down and focus. If I got to make you read a book 10 times until you don't miss a word because you're trying to read it too fast and you're trying to guess the word, nope, do it again. If I have to take you outside and because you want to be great at basketball, shoot the ball again.
And if you don't have the energy for that, guess what? You shouldn't have had a fucking kid.
Preach.
You shouldn't have had a fucking kid.
Preach.
You shouldn't have had a fucking kid.
Amen. Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Hey, and that's just real shit because so many people don't understand. You don't like the little motherfucker that's yours? He's a product of you.
Well, I mean,
you made the motherfucker. If you don't like him,
it would be really hard to hate your own kid. I mean, I know there's a
Man,
lot of
look.
distaste, but there's that love that you'll always have for your own kid that it's kind of hard to have for a kid that's not yours. And that's, you know what I mean?
if
Like
it
as
came
far as
from my balls,
well, not even
I don't know how I couldn't love them all. I'm sorry. I only got one, though. That sounded terrible.
I'm just saying, I've met some people's kids in the past where I thought to myself, I don't care how much I like this person, that kid, I don't like it all. It's just like it's hard
You
to say
can
you don't
tell
like
when the
something,
kid's
kid,
gonna be a
but it's
little
like,
asshole. You
yeah.
can tell. You're just like,
And there is
That
the
kid's a
few
little
people that can just overlook shit and see nothing but the good and just love
Not
them.
me.
And that
not me. I see you for who you
Hey,
are. I've
John.
said this before. I'll say it again. I'm very happy that I like my child. Not just love him. I actually like him. I like his character. I like who he shows. I like when I see him at the pool, like we were, for his birthday celebration, and he hands a noodle to another kid that is not part of the group. He just wants to play, and Stacy gives him one. And then runs and gets another one to give to his sister. And then doesn't care about him. Like he's not waiting to get him back. He's not, you know what I'm saying? He's back on his way. And like to me, that's character. That's sharing. That's something that he saw them in want or in need. He had the ability to give. He did. He didn't second guess it. He didn't turn around and look for a thumbs up. He did it and
he
literally
wasn't
went
doing
on
it
his way.
like Diddy,
He
like
went
giving you a
and
bunch of free gifts to get
just
something out of you.
he just went on his way. You know what I mean? It was a fun thing for him. He got to let other people get involved, and I feel like that made me feel character-wise, I'm doing something right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's always good to have somebody who's like not scared, especially to be, because kids these days are scared to talk to another kid because they're so used to talking to them online and shit like that.
Yep.
They see them in person,
Yep.
and they don't know what the fuck to do.
Grown
So
people are afraid to talk to people. Asia,
Man.
I couldn't get Asia to have a dance. She couldn't say a word. She was frozen like a deer in headlights. I was stunned, Casey. You run an office for a living, and this is you?
What are you talking about?
This was Asia at the fucking birthday party.
At the
I'm like,
birthday
all
party.
right, so there's apple juice and pizza, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Save the donuts for the cake moment. You know what I mean? Like, Asia, speak the fuck up. Speak the fuck up. Your mom. Like, and I think about this, and I love you to death, Asia, and I'm not hating on you, but I'm being honest that this happens in my life. So I want people to understand you're an adult, you have to speak. Closed mouths do not get fed. Okay? You have to speak up. And this goes for when you're seeing something bad happening, when you're seeing somebody taking some shit that ain't theirs. What happened to the neighbor? They'd be like, get the fuck out of my garage. You don't live there. Get away from that car. You
What
don't.
kind of area do you live in where people are just waltzing in your garage?
No, I'm saying
Garage.
that was the thing. Like
Yeah.
back in the day, if you seen somebody that wasn't from the neighborhood around the car, you'd be like, hey, what are you doing around that car?
Man,
Skedaddle. Right?
we used to play hide and go seek all the time. What was your favorite game you used to play outside when you were a kid?
Hide and go freak.
Oh God.
No, the one you caught, you got to kiss. Grab the butt. Terrible ghetto game. I know.
That's horrible.
You asked. I told the truth.
Huh.
It's not a good game. I don't recommend it to anyone, but that was a real thing. Like, go, what was yours?
We used to molest cats. No, I'm just kidding.
What funny?
I was trying to think.
No, I'm like, Doug, what are you doing?
Something that wasn't that bad, but it seemed like it was. So I was like, oh yeah, we fuck cats.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
Hide and seek was obviously.
Hide and seek was probably the most fun. Riding bikes was probably a really close number two.
That wasn't really a game, riding bikes. That was a journey.
Dude, I was in Palmdale, California, and we had like a lot of hills and dirt hills and mountains and jumps, and I get reckless on bikes. So I don't want to.
Yeah, there you go, Nona. Dodgeball. Now that's a game of survival.
Dodgeball.
Hey, facts. That's the truth,
dude. Yeah.
I've seen many kids eat a face shot.
You get that ball that has that's just deflated enough for the big kid
Get a good grip.
Like,
Ooh,
oh man.
And it hurts when it splats because it actually goes for.
I swear to God, every kid has had that slow motion moment where you look up and you just see the ball curving towards your face, and you're just like, oh man,
here it comes.
Good times.
Wiffle ball was one of those that whenever we play it, the pitcher always ate shit every time.
My stepdad and I, John, that was our go-to game in the backyard because we didn't have like a huge backyard. It was like, maybe an eighth of an acre, like just a small little box. But it's the best game for just two people to, throw a pitch
or badminton.
You get a pass me, it's a, whatever. It's a out if you can't. It's an easy for 2-person game to play baseball. Otherwise, you need what, fucking
100
people.
Yeah. Badminton was another one in the backyard that was good for two.
Badminton.
Whatever.
Badminton.
Yeah,
it has the little fucking feather thing.
Yeah.
The little thing. Boop. That is the dumbest game because you could smoke that thing as hard.
No, that was in the townhouses. That's the people that thought they had money but still rented in the apartments with the poor people. So they like wanted to look wealthy in the backyard with that. Every time.
I take it back. I've seen some like professional badminton players, and it was fucking sick.
Like ping pong.
It's like, especially that's something you want to look at for like Asian badminton Olympic.
Is it racist?
No, we're talking about how proficient they are.
It's true.
We just
they're perfect.
Hey, can we stop for a second before I forget?
Stating facts.
Can you play that video again earlier that you played with those Asian kids? Watch
this is fucked up.
É assim que são os jardins de infância na China. E você ficará surpreso com tudo o que os alunos conseguem fazer. Com apenas 4 anos de idade, as crianças na China aprendem muitas habilidades que visam desenvolver suas capacidades mentais e físicas. Elas aprendem de tudo, desde basquete, cerâmica, tricô até culinária. E durante o almoço, espera-se que os alunos arrumem suas salas de aula, lavem pratos e limpem as mesas antes de terminar o dia com um merecido cochilo. Você acha que todas as escolas deveriam ser assim?
And they get to sleep good. It's harder in the morning. They earned that now. What are our kids doing? Jumping jacks and backflips.
It's
not organized.
Comical.
It's so fucked up. It's not comical.
They're running around playing hide and go freak. Is what they're doing.
No, that's hey. Look, we were bored. But if you say in bikes, I didn't think bikes was a game. I thought it was a journey. Like I was saying, like we would get on the bikes, and next thing you know, we had to be home by the streetlights. And if those streetlights came on while we were far away, somebody had a flat tire, we had to do something. Somebody had to ride home on the pegs. We had to make up a good story. But that's because we probably went up to the field to go play football or play on the track, or we went towards Walmart playing in the creek. Like there was all types of shit we did. Like
we actually had the aqueduct literally right across the street. So if we walk down to the cul-de-sac and walk up the hill, we can walk all the way down the California aqueduct, the one you can see from space.
And the one where they show all the spray paint and the cars all beat up, and it looks like.
Well, I'm sure there's parts like that. They kept it. Yeah, they keep it pretty clean out there, but I never thought of it as a pretty cool thing. But now that I live here, it's like, man, that was in my backyard. You walk up there, see the water just rushing down, it looks all clean and shit. was actually pretty cool. But anyway,
Nick said, "Man, no, this shit is froze or my shit is froze because I couldn't see any of that shit, and I don't speak whatever the hell that was." Hey, the first time we played the video, I laughed at the sound because I didn't know it was. Hey, when I pulled that video, it did not have that sound. I don't know what just happened from pulling that video to putting it on there.
hey, what are those things called? Those poppets? What were those little hop fucking jump things that you stick the ball in between your feet?
Oh, the one that the kid was doing on the jump ropes?
Those are, yeah, as a kid we had those, and those are so much fun. But they're out there doing like jump rope with it and shit. It just looks so funny.
No, but when you think about that with cardio and fitness for a
Dude,
kid,
yeah.
the core strength on that child is amazing.
And there's kids these days that, I mean, I'm
Couldn't
telling
do
you,
a sit-up.
you want to beg them to do a sit up. It's like,
Man, when you think back to school, we used to have the Missouri. We had the
so sad.
Missouri aptitude testing, but they did it like with physical fitness, where you had to run the mile, sit and reach, sit-ups, push-ups, pull-up. I don't think they did pull-ups, sit-ups, push-ups. And I think about the people that were like getting 10 and 11. And I remember like being the fat kid, keeping up, like trying to keep up with the other kids and like getting Corey Holmes, that motherfucker would get like 60. You'd be like, how the fuck are you doing a sit-up a minute? This isn't, or a second. This is not possible.
Yeah, you can do
But
60 sit-ups.
I know. I watched Corey Holmes do it.
That was
I
a
watched
perfect
him.
PRP
I was the
score.
one holding his ankles, and when I counted it, I was like, did I miscount? Did I fuck
Actually,
up?
it's
He
the
did
pull-ups.
68, I believe.
We had a guy in the pull-ups. I was only able to do 15 pull-ups. That's my cutoff. Perfect score was 20 or 18, I forget. I just didn't get it, so I didn't keep track. But we had a guy that got like 40-something pull-ups. And it was a short, stocky guy, but he was also a rock climber on the side for a hobby. And he would go up there, and we watched him. He'd fucking pump out 4, drop an arm, just hang there for a second. Pump out 4, drop an arm. Oops, sorry, dropped my mic. But no, so it's definitely a talent. It's a skill.
Yeah, pull-ups.
That's something that guy learned before
and
joining the Marine
knowing
Corps.
your body, how to like, because there's some people that just do it like a spring, as they come down, like the CrossFitters.
Mhm.
They'll come down, they do that wave, and it bounces them back up. That's a skill.
It's a transfer of energy.
That's what I'm saying. It's a hell of a skill to be able to do it. But the people that can just stand there, cross their legs, pull themselves up, and slowly do them, that's doing like a true pull up, like they're not racing it, they're using all their muscle. That shit's amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's strong as shit. Nowadays, they can barely raise the Twinkie to their little watering mouth.
I think they should like, I was thinking about inventing weighted eyelashes, so that way it gives your
Cumbrellas?
What are those?
Weighted cumbrellas?
It's like fake eyelashes, but
Cumbrellas?
they're weighted, so that way it's hard to blink.
Yeah,
so that way you build
cumbrellas.
up the muscle in your cumbrellas.
Yeah, that's what they were invented for by a prostitute back in like late 1800s.
Yeah, and it used to.
Real shit. That's what they say. I'm so serious.
You never have to reapply application to apply to the stickiness either, because they're always sticky.
I don't know. I will say that
That's gross.
I think it's to a point where, again, it reflects on the parents, but it also reflects on consistency. Because some people are parents on Tuesday, but by Friday, they're checked out, right? They want to go party. They want to ditch their kids with grandma, grandpa, whoever, and go do their thing. Whereas the weekend is the time that we get to show structure. We're still waking up early. We still got shit to do. We still got to be on time. Like I don't know.
If you want to know if it's the kid, it's hereditary. My kid's just big boned. Okay, I'll take that. Maybe you have a big boned kid. Maybe the real father, is 8'9". But let me ask you this: why is your 1-year-old Dalmatian 200 pounds? It's like you got fat dogs on top of it. Maybe
That's crazy.
Maybe it's
That would be
laziness.
crazy. So we were talking about this earlier, and you were talking about a video you watched with a girl. And we were talking about values in people and how there's no values here. We're losing it.
I was just it was really making me reflect on how I used to think about myself. Because if you would have asked me a while ago, it's like if you rate yourself, 0 through 10, how would you rate yourself? And everybody right now, before we say anything, give yourself a rating, an honest rating, how you would rate.
Can't use the
yourself
number
as a
7.
person. And you can't say 7. That's a pussy move. And yes, you can use 0.5s. So, okay, you got your number. Your number and other people's numbers should not match up.
Ever.
Never. If you already see yourself as a 10, I'm a 10.
That means you can beat everybody ass.
That means no. That just means what in the fuck are you improving in your life? Where are you getting better? Does that mean what we can see here is all we is surface deep? Where if you're honest with yourself, if I was honest with myself, I would say I'm a hard 5, maybe even a 4.
You think you'd be average?
No,
5 would be average. I think this is the
5
problem.
is average in your
I want
head,
to
I'm
take
just
it from
saying.
a 1 to 10. Well, 5 is halfway point. That's average.
So what would your but
Well,
how are
actually,
you
a
getting
C
to,
would
how
be
you
70.
getting to that average? What goes into your grade?
Well, I'm going off of 5 being the median.
Okay.
So that would be your
There's
average.
mean, median, and mode.
So that's why I want to shrink us down to 5. So you remember, you see those measurements: 1, very dissatisfied; 2, kind of dissatisfied; 3, neutral; 4, very dissatisfied or very satisfied.
Okay.
Which one would you say you are?
See,
Somewhat satisfied,
that
very
would
satisfied.
be a question on a certain topic. If I had to rate myself overall, I would give myself around a 5 because, and this is how we come to the rating. I'm not in shape anymore. I'm not healthy. I think I have ailments. I'm an asshole to most people I meet right out of the gate. I'm honest to a fault, and me being around you, if it doesn't improve you right away, it'll probably break you, and that's not a great thing. I think I'm a 5. Now, if you asked my wife how she would rate me, she would probably rate me a lot higher because when she needs something
she put
done,
a 3 on here.
When she needs something done, I know if she did it would have been funny. She has a good sense of humor. That's why my wife. She
didn't do it. I said that.
No, I not only provide as she does, but if she needs something done, it's done. Like I'm a hands-on guy. I'll kill a bug. I'll kill a person. She knows I'm with her till the end. She would rate me as a 10. I know she would.
Paula doesn't know that it's a fact.
Just like I would rate her as a 10, but she would probably not rate herself as a 10. She has things
there
she's
you go.
insecure about.
Nona said she would give you an 8. That's kind of where I thought he would be at.
And my mom, you think she'd give it 10, but
no, because that would be your perfect, and nobody's perfect.
Well, to my mother, I should be perfect, Stacy.
We talked about that too, didn't we? My mom would have never said I'm perfect. She'd say he's damn good, but he ain't perfect.
Hey, mom, thanks for the 8. Look at that. I'm an 8. Cool.
Hey, you were deaf a 10 to me. Deaf a 10 is what Paula said.
No, I'll take an 8 any day of the week.
I don't want Asia to rate. She's probably not even listening. To tell the truth. That's how much she don't fuck with me. She don't even listen to our shit.
And that's why you guys both would I'd give her probably a 4 because
you don't even fucking know her. You've never had a whole conversation to even make a statement. I would give Asia a strong 7 not being in the case. She's 8.
I don't know her, so I was
like she
said she doesn't listen to the show, so I was like 4.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you on a personal level. Depending on the day as a person, she's pretty fucking mean, so she could drop down to a 4 or 5 quickly. But
I
on
can see it in her face.
Average day to day go, she's 8. As far as damn, notice that I was going to say 7, but I didn't want to break you. What am I? Hey, 7 was not an option on the list, right? We can all make improvements, but I love all the things that make you you, and that's how I think love is supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
As far as look, Asia, I am listening. Surprise, surprise, motherfucker!
Told you she was a 10.
Hey, no, but again, I'm being 100. I mean, as far as me, I'm gonna be real. I'll say 6.5. The only thing I really have against me is my weight, and I'm an asshole. I'm very friendly, and this is something that somebody actually told me at work. I'm actually very friendly. I just don't look approachable, and that's because normally I have a lot of shit on my mind I'm thinking about, and I'm calculating how I could have did better on the last call or what I could be doing better.
So you're self-aware.
Correct.
So you're self-aware that you look unapproachable.
Well, no, because when I realize it, I try to smile or make a joke or laugh to lighten it.
But that's what goes into your part of judging yourself at a 6.5.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. You're not smiles and rainbows all the time.
100%. But I think on the other things, I mean, as far as I can fix majority of shit, I'm also the one that'll be like, fuck it, I'll work harder and we can just do this. Because I also don't trust myself as much as Asia probably trusts me. Right? Like, Asia would be like, oh, you could do it. I'd be like, I'll do it. Like, perfect example. My mom was like, you can change out the light in front of the house. I was like, yeah, okay. I went out there, got the soldering iron, got it all done, rewired it, done all that shit. I was so afraid to flip that fucking light switch. I was like, fuck, because if I fail here, I'm letting somebody down that matters, right?
You're ready to turn it on. You're like, hey, nobody touch any of the light sockets for a second.
That motherfucker lit. I was like, yeah. Like, in my mind was like, I knew I could do all the science behind it said I can do it. I know how to do it. But it's the letting down the person that matters that can put that fear in you that you're like, fuck, I don't want to fuck up. Fuck it, I'll pay somebody else to do it because then I can blame them. Like I said about the oil change. Devin said, Epstein list never happened. Please stop discussing it ASAP. Never took place. Never took place. Never took place.
Hey, and since Devin brought up the Epstein list, this is one of the things that I was talking about as far as there might be two sides, Democrats and Republicans, and there's this Epstein list, and everybody wants to know who's on it and who and why is they're on it. And it's not just a list; it's just a log of a bunch of people that have been to the island for whatever reason, probably a lot of nefarious. The fact of the matter is, this is all just a fucking show to keep you entertained. This is getting us clawing at the bit, looking at this. Why, in the meantime, we got bodies floating up, handcuffed on shores. We got chemicals getting put into the air to adjust weather to make 30-foot rise lakes that are killing people by the dozens. But we want to see the Epstein list. Epstein, what's going on with the Epstein? What's going on with killing motherfuckers? I mean, I don't know. Epstein is.
I want to know where the fuck that Epstein list is. I'm just saying, because part of accountability and putting these people behind bars is the problem. We need to start there.
I want to know who he is working for directly. I want to know what their plan was. It's like I want to know what the purpose is, the cause. It's like I don't want to treat the symptom. I want to heal it. You know what I mean?
I don't think we'll ever know that, though.
Of course we won't. But we'll also never know who's on the list.
I mean, will we? You never know. You know, we never thought we'd know who killed JFK.
I didn't believe the
but
first
we know
time
now.
I heard somebody very definitively say, you will never see who's on the list because of who's on it. Whoever it is too powerful. You'll never see it. And I thought, yeah, right. Trump said it's going to get released. And people blame Bondi. People blame, this person. Everybody's under Trump's thumb. If it's not getting released, it's fucking Trump. And because Trump's probably not the one in charge. The person in charge are the people that you don't see there in the shadows.
It's Trump's is the reason it didn't come out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I think if it didn't come out,
I thought it was the Israelis.
Really?
Of course.
That's why
them for everything.
Oh, well, no. I mean, I'm just saying that there's somebody that has to say, okay, release it, and that has the authority. Israelis. You think that they're the ones in charge?
100%. Right.
Yeah. So if
we literally do everything,
so let's say
they tell us,
yeah,
they're in charge. There's enough evidence now to say
I don't
they control some shit. Right? We have to admit they control something.
I think it's kind of funny how.
And we're also sending more guns to Ukraine now. Did you see that? We're about to.
Yeah, I did catch that, and I don't even know.
I think these are things that I'm kind of sad because this is what I thought we were against, and I thought that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, right? I thought we weren't,
and it's kind of disappointing because it's like, damn.
I thought we were drawing a line in the sand, and now we're like, okay, well, we're going to throw some guns over the line.
Nona says, I think Trump is holding on to it as people that are on it give Trump any problem. He can say, I have the list, and you're on it, motherfucker.
Well, that makes him a ditty, and nobody likes that kind of person either.
Exactly. Fall in line. So that tells me that, exactly, you're a ditty. You are doing exactly what Israel is doing.
You're the holder of lists, and nobody's going to betray you because you have the power to squash them like a bug with your pedophile stuff. No, if you're on the pedophile list, release it.
Yeah, we want to know.
Yeah,
and it's not even necessary. Matter of fact, I don't want to know. Just start locking them up. You ain't even got to tell me. Let us put the pieces together as you start arresting people like you're arresting and getting these ICE agents to deport people. Start arresting niggas on that list that quick. And then we can talk. As long as you do that, I'll shut the fuck up. We don't need to see the list. We need to see the action behind the list. Mm-hmm. This is active, ongoing shit. This isn't like they used to do it. They still do it. They're still actively in it. They still throw it in our face. It's fucked up. It's not like, oh, they had a change of heart. They realized they did something wrong. They've stopped and they started trying to out it or correct it or whatever. The
U.S. is not in charge. Like you said.
No.
What'd you say?
No, we are selling them to NATO, and NATO is giving to Ukraine. So we're giving the weapons to Ukraine. So, like, at the end of the day, We're just getting paid for them this time instead of giving them away, which is a good thing. But I'll believe it when I see it, because as of right now, we approved a weapon shipment that they did not talk about payment for.
Yeah,
So I would like to
that's
see
like
that.
a loophole in terminology, but we
Yeah.
all know where they came from.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Which I'm not saying is a
I
bad thing.
didn't
It's like the
give
same
him-
thing the last administration would have done it times a million. So it's like I'm sure. I just think the whole thing is stupid. Like it's all just a fucking show. And after hearing about
We're
like
part of NATO, so it keeps us in the loop. We get paid for a change, and it keeps us out of the loop. We are a part of NATO. This is what it sounds like to me: money laundering again. I'm gonna get my guys paid at Boeing. I'm gonna get my guys paid at Lockheed Martin. I'm gonna get my guys paid that are in all these military contracts, just like Bush did. I'm gonna get them paid, and then we're gonna give them to NATO. It's a loop. It is a loop. If you watch the money, I guarantee you somebody's stock portfolio going up right now. I guarantee you somebody made an illegal trade transaction within the last 48 hours on guns, weapons of some sort. Where's Nancy Pelosi money at? I guarantee you somebody moved money on a weapons ship. You just watch it. Stocks show it all. Money doesn't lie. These people know what's going on weeks before it happens because they're moving money around. Months. And you can see the stock market moving, and you're just like, who has all this money?
I got a question.
The
Speaking
wealthy.
of money and the wealthy people and the people who call the shots. So right now we're having all these little floods that are happening, right? These monumental floods. So even overseas, I heard there's some in China and shit.
China,
Like the
Italy,
biggest one in over
Spain,
20 years, and then the one in
Italy,
Texas. That
Mexico,
flood,
New Mexico.
all those floods. Okay, now
Here flooded.
every time there's like a scripture or there's a new deal or whatever, it's always like by some huge fucking flood. I was just thinking in my head, with everything going on, Jesus Christ, we have too many people. Can't there just be a fucking flood? And I was thinking, oh shit. I'm thinking like an elite. So if I had the power of doing that, I would adjust weather more so than just fucking up Texas.
Hey, don't let this nigga sell his soul and get wealthy or some shit. Because goddamn, Casey, you're dangerous.
I'm just saying,
that's
I
how
can
you're
see
thinking.
why Zoros, I guess not Zoros, Thanos.
Bill Gates. Bill Gates.
I can see why Thanos wanted to end half the people to make
Bill
things
Gates,
more
you mean?
fruitful for everybody else. And check this out. Everything ends with a flood, right? What are all the elites doing right now? What are they building?
Bunkers.
Bunkers.
That could be flooded.
That could be flooded. So what happens when there's a huge fucking flood and everybody dies? The elites, they pop out of their bunkers.
Those bunkers are flood. You don't think they'll flood?
You know what? Maybe the good ones won't, but the ones that are causing the floods, that are calling the shots, they're not worried about it.
I think they're trying to go to Mars. I've seen a
think-
really good theory on this about Elon Musk and how he's an alien. Not the alien part.
I wouldn't be
wasn't-
surprised.
The alien wasn't part of it, but how he came here and he's trying to develop all this electric shit so they can get the rich to Mars. They can build in because it doesn't have an atmosphere, so they can build in underground. They don't have a gas supply for fossil fuels, but you can send 10,000 battery packs. You can set up fields on fields on fields of solar power.
We've seen
and-
Total Recall.
But I'm saying, if you think about it, he's so fixated on getting to Mars. What if he is alien?
Hey, you know how the Illuminati hides stuff in plain sight? They say by showing it to you and you not doing anything about it allows it to happen.
They got a
So-
whole card game.
Think about all the movies you've seen that you're like, wow.
Think about all the entertainment America provided us.
All the
What's your
different
favorite?
oh man, all the entertainment.
Out of all the entertainment you've been provided, what's your favorite?
Ooh, entertainment as far as vices, enjoyment.
Boxing.
Boxing is yours. And
I
boxing
pay for it. I'll pay for the paper.
boxing's had a huge rising in like the 80s and shit. 80s were huge, 90s, then it kind of fizzled out.
It's
but
coming
man,
back.
I hate watching fights with fucking what's his name? The rich dude.
They're all rich at this point.
The guy that was in he dances around a lot. He's a good fighter. He's a really good fighter. What's his name?
Ennis, Boots Ennis,
The black dude.
Boots Ennis,
I don't know who that is. The guy that has all the money and shit.
and they all got a lot of money.
He's in Vegas.
A lot of them are in
Man,
Vegas.
you can look up fights. It's like, anyways.
You don't know his name. I don't know what to say.
I used to like fights when they used to like actually get hit, but now it seems like it's more like
I know you're talking about Floyd Mayweather.
So why in the fuck did you not say something, dude? That was
The greatest of all time. You're
the
gonna
greatest
say
of all
like,
time. He's boring as fuck to watch.
man, look,
He's so boring to watch.
to
Floyd
you,
Mayweather,
So
I can kick his
but
ass.
check me out. You're the person who likes to see the knockout.
No.
You're the person that wants to see it, the boom, the climax.
Yeah, because that
right.
Yeah,
Boxing though is, if you can avoid that climax, you're pretty damn good.
And you brought this up before. You like watching the art of it, the ducking, the reading,
the way to move,
the moves, everything. When I watch it, it's like ramming. It's like ramming two cars together. I want to see the damage.
It's a chess match for the finest of soldiers.
Oh, and I
it
believe
is.
that. Yeah,
I mean, just cool. One off movement, you see what happens. Lights out. The greatest fighters in the world. One, I overthrew my left and I ate an uppercut, and that was the end of the night. But I also like it because this is where some of the biggest purses in the world are. It's not a team sport outside of sparring. And it is, when you think about a man's sport, it's just like UFC. You're in there alone. All that heart, all that everything can go out the window really quick for a lot of people. And boxing is a hell of a skill set. But that's my advice. What about you? What's your entertainment of choice? Movies is what I would say.
Movies was always my bag. It was like I used to brag about it. Like, man, everything I do, I see in the form of like a movie I watch, or I can, reflect to a movie or a song I hear. It's okay. Or a one-liner. It's like, I almost feel like Bumblebee in Transformers. It's like everything that comes out of my mouth is a regurgitated fucking movie quote. And that was cool. But now that like we're losing celebrities left and right to like
now you see
nefarious things,
how their agenda worked on you.
It did. I realized that I'm nothing but a friggin' cattle. I had a monument in my basement of DVDs. I would alphabetize it, have a big screen, watch the movies, learn it all, love it. I get starstruck when I see him. Oh my God, Tom Hanks. Now it's like, dude, this is all agenda. This is all planting a seed. Get me the fuck away from technology. I feel like the Unabomber without a bomb.
Hey, that is wild. That is wild. I think that's why I like boxing. I mean, there was like the Don King in there where you could throw a fight, but now there's so much money in it to win. It's hard to see somebody throwing it for the mob. The mob don't got enough money to pay.
Well, you don't like it for the betting of it. You like it for the boxing.
No, but I'm saying because of that, a lot of the people back in the day got out of boxing because the mafia was involved. Right? They could swing fights. Now the money is so big that you don't get that interference. So it makes it to where it's true. People really want that win. Like, for instance, you got Canelo coming up, Canelo Alvarez. He's going to be putting on a show here versus Crawford, Bud Crawford, Terrence Crawford.
Well, I think that's cool that you like it because it's like just like I like knife making. It's something that's like original. It started out, it's bare. That's like the original. That's like original bare knuckle.
That's
like
wrestling, yeah.
The first art is defending yourself. Yeah, kind of cool.
You can't use these. You shouldn't. You can't use these bad boys. You shouldn't be using anything else. That's for sure.
My mom did mention that I like comedy, which is actually
that's my second vice.
I probably know more stand-ups by heart than like anybody you know. Eddie Murphy, Dennis Leary, like, oh my God, quoting.
There are times you'll say shit.
Howie Mandel is even.
I look at you like, how the fuck do you remember the whole bit? Like how? Like
because it's just like unboxing stand up, and I wish I got stand up. I just never had the balls to do it. But that's
let's go to the Funny Bone on a Tuesday,
man. You might be able to talk me into it because I'm really in a who gives a fuck kind of phase of my life.
I'm gonna work on Casey. The Funny Bone does open mics on Tuesdays. The podcast is on Tuesdays. Hey man, we might have something here.
Well,
I want to see you.
I think it's hilarious, like just like the delivery, the setup, the comical, and if you don't do it with dedication, like you don't go balls in with a joke and you flop, you don't do it if you're gonna be weird or if you're gonna be funny, you do it with confidence or you don't fucking do it. Yeah. And to see comics and stuff go on stage and like fuck it up, it's like, oh man, I could have done so much better. Dude, I think
you would be awesome at that. I would love. I'll do it. You do it.
Okay. All right. Hey, you're an alcoholic, man. We need to have a talk. Flame.
Yeah.
Oh man, we shook on it. That sucks. Now I have to do it. I better start thinking of funny shit.
I'm just gonna wing it. I'm gonna get up there and just talk about little man and his dumb, the dumb shit he does, but it's not dumb. It's a kid's point of view and how they think about it as a pillowcase, as a pillow sheet, and like just the little shit they come up with that you're like, man, that was efficient. That's why them Chinese kids are so smart. I need to let you be free thinking instead of me telling you this has to be called a box and not a cube. When they're the same fucking thing. Like, I find myself doing that as a parent. And I'm like, man, why the fuck does it matter what you're calling this as long as you understand the concept? You understand what it does. If I told you to use it, the pillowcase, if I were to say, put the pillow sheet on, you would know to go grab the pillow and put the pillowcase on it. I'm the one who's being a control freak and adamant that you have to say it this way. Now, granted, when you're, 9 or 10 at school and say some shit about a pillow sheet and everybody look at you dumb, you'll realize really quick, but dad already told you 10 times before. At this point, it's up to you. I did my parenting part.
Mm-hmm.
Let society do the rest. They'll eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll come back calling it a pillowcase in one day, and I'll know what happened that day.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, ain't it?
Oh.
And call it what you want to call it.
I was just thinking, what you can use a pillowcase for other than just using it for a pillow. I was thinking a hat.
Trick or treating?
Yeah.
What kind of judgment zone is this? You never used a pillowcase trick or treat?
Of course we did.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, don't you dare say anything.
You look
about
like
that.
a plastic pumpkin kind of kid.
The fuck? Why? I of all people, no, motherfucker.
You fit so much more.
I remember using a Schnucks bag one day because my mom was like, "You're not coming home with all that candy." She was like, all my friends had the extra long fucking bags, and we were hiking all over the place. She's like, "No, you're taking this fucking bag." My homeboy was like, "I got you." Good friend. Yeah, back in the old days. What else you use a pillowcase for? Smother?
No.
Actually, it could be a very fun kink. The brown bag special. You give her the silk sheet special. Ooh, we just came up with something. Silk sheet, don't fuck up her hair. I used the pillowcase. We all hit the rich parts of town to get more candy. Hey, now that's my type of guy. That's real shit. We knew which house gave the king sizes. You knew exactly where to go. Hey, hence why I'm fat now. I don't care, but I know. You knew which house gave out the good candy.
Stacy, you're not that fat. You're big bone.
No, I never said I'm big bone.
You're just a big guy.
Look, I'm a big dude, but I've never said I'm big bone. Don't ever do that. I'm never gonna say I'm big bone. Nah, nigga, I like steak and crab
You're
legs
the right
with heavy
size
butter.
for your type.
Nah, fuck that. Look, so it's funny because I was just talking to Asia's mom about this. I was like, man, I remember when me and Asia finally were like rekindling everything perfect. And I was in the best shape of my life. And once you get happy and comfortable, I don't know what the fuck happens. You get fat again.
If you want to
fat.
If you want to be in the best shape of your life,
ugly women in bed. Did I say that? Oops. There we go. No. Yeah, we know what we use pillowcases for.
Hey, a good way to figure out if you're out of shape, and this goes for your nails, your hair, and this is I realize my hair is getting too fucking long. It's getting in my fucking way. It's hitting me in the eyeballs when the hair gets wet and it hurts.
When the hair gets wet
and like I flick it, and then like sometimes it'll like I'll rub my fingers through it, but I'll get knotted up because I'll be sweating in the garage. I'm like, motherfucker. Then I'll have to put like a rubber band in it. And then I want to make fun of myself because I look like every fag in a rubber band that I've called a fag throughout my whole life. And I'm that fag now.
You got that man bun?
I have a man bun. And my wife said, Paula said, it's okay if you do it at home. That's how I knew it was a problem. I felt naughty putting it up. I was like, oh my God, it doesn't get in my face. And I was like, you fag, you need a haircut. So, and that goes in the sense of anybody. If you see yourself getting in your way, either you're running out of breath, your
You can't
nails
tie
are.
your shoes.
You can't tie
Right?
your
Somebody
shoes. You can't wipe your ass. If you get in the way of yourself, you're not in the perfect shape of you. So once you get out of
Facts.
your own way, you'll work in perfect proficiency like the Chinese people.
I'm Stacy,
I'm Casey.
and let's do some things. Let's lose some weight.